Hello, this is Session 1 Shopping Cart Configurations, one of the next videos, a part of the Session 1 training session, which we will discuss cart configurations and the different settings that you can do to control how your shopping cart interfaces or interacts with your customers. Let's get started. On the front end, you have your shopping cart, of course. And there are many different things like in the browses that can be displayed or shown, or different options. All of these options that you have are managed within the shopping cart configuration. And we're going to go over that configuration now. So to show you, an overview and show you some of the things that you'll want to change or manage on a regular basis with your shopping cart. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the navigation of your global configurations, or your configurations, which is there are tabs across the top that you can navigate. Also on some of these tabs, there are tabs on the left that you'll use to navigate as well. So keep that in mind as you're going through your configurations. But let's get started. First of all, let's look at the global tab. Let's hit the first tab here on the left called Cart. You can shut off your shopping cart from here, and it goes completely off. You'll see that there's also a message that will display. So with that checked, if I go to my categories, anywhere that deals with my shopping cart, you'll see that it's currently shut down for maintenance. Again, you can put in here quite a big description if you want to, or explanation as to why it's offline. As to why, it could be many things. I mean, examples I could think of would be maybe a family emergency, maybe you're on vacation, or the person that manages the website is going to be away. I don't, many different options or whatever. Now, another option is to maybe, rather than shut it down completely, is to check this checkbox and say use only as catalog. Hit this, save it, and what you'll see now is you'll see that products and all the shopping cart information and the browsing and the searching is all there and active, but there are no add to cart buttons. It does show pricing, but no add to cart buttons. So that works as a catalog, helps keep your products up there, and those products are still being crawled by the search engine so that the search engine power is not being wasted. They just become informational pages more than shopping product details pages. I'm just going to turn that off. Your next tab is Price. You can make it so prices are not shown on your shopping cart, or you can make prices shown but only shown to registered users. So a good example of this is if maybe you're a manufacturer or even a retailer that requires that account is created prior to being able to shop and order on your website. An example of this, of a retailer that did this, was a retailer that was selling directly to stores, outfits or something of that nature, where you had to have an account, sign in, and then you could order because the pricing was all different. Or another example is a manufacturer that's selling wholesale to retailers. Just selecting this means that that retailer needs to have an account on the website prior to seeing those prices, and they need to log in with their account and build their orders from there. So that's what that's for. And if you want to see that in action, go ahead and hit save. Go to the front end of the website, and I need to actually log out because I'm currently logged in. So let me log out of the front end, so I have an account, a shopper account on here. Now if I go to any of these products, you'll see the prices are not there at the bottom, as well as if I go to the product details page, the prices are not there, but I do get a link that will pop up an email program, and I can ask about pricing, which helps get people interested that are interested in your pricing on your products to contact you. Next, let's step back again. Let's go ahead and go to price again. Let's set that back to member group, show pricing to public front end. And if you notice, it's a tiered structure, and there are many different types of users on your site. But next, show taxes, which is not applicable anymore because basically taxes are only figured on the checkout process, and they're based on shipping address. The next checkbox is show the price label for packaging. I'm not going to go ahead and enable this yet because I don't have any product information set up for this, but this would be for like wholesalers or rep groups or manufacturers that are so many per package. Like you buy the product and it's got a wholesale price, but there are 6 per box, so that lets you, it's more informational, so it'll show the price label for packaging. gift wrap. Here's a, let's go ahead and hit save on this, and we'll get to that product. Go to a product that has offer gift wrapping. The gift wrapping, you have the ability to turn it on globally as well as on a per product level, and I'll show you what I mean by a per product level. So if I go to product editor, and let me edit one of these products, the first one that comes up. It's the Fireball Black Cap. If I go to edit this product, you'll see that there's a checkbox here called gift wrapping. From here, I'll be able to turn gift wrapping on or off. Currently, it's on, so if I go to this guy, you'll see that, and let me hit refresh because we have, I just configured it to save and show prices and everything so we can buy. You'll see that you have the gift wrapping options now available, and you can turn them on. It's got free because you set the price to be $0. So you can put in the name, the occasion, and the message, and the gender for the gift wrap. And then if you hit finish gift wrapping, it'll save it. And if you add this to the cart by the buy buttons or add to cart buttons, it'll carry that through. And I'll show you as an example what this means. So Dawn is the name, the occasion is birthday, and message is happy birthday. From a fan, or from your Uncle Bob. Everybody has an Uncle Bob, don't they? And it's genders, male, optional, and then say finish, go ahead and say buy. What this will do is it will toss it into your shopping cart with the gift wrap checkbox enabled. And if they wanted to from this point during checkout, they could even re-edit this information or actually add gift wrapping from the checkbox as well. Now, from here, you could disable all gift wrapping. So that way there is no gift wrapping on any of your products. So it's a global turn on and off. As well as you can set the price. So you want to charge $2 for gift wrapping. So doing that, hitting save. And then let's go ahead and go to back to that product. So we can see it again. You'll see that now it's $2 to add gift wrapping. And this product already has it. So finish gift wrapping and go to your cart. You'll see that it may not show it here, but it added $2 to the price of the product because they added gift wrapping. If I turn gift wrapping off as an option, you'll see it's back down to that. Oh, I have two products, that's why it added $4 in there. So it's $2 per gift wrapping of an option. If I bring it back down, $8.90. $8.79, add gift wrapping, it'll be $2, so it'll be $10.79. There you go. And I can also change my settings. So that's the gift wrapping configuration on price. Go ahead. Registration. Right now you can do silent registration. This actually is another one of those things that we've changed recently with the new cart. That actually is chosen as an option during checkout by the user if they want to check out as a guest, which is considered like the silent option, or if they want to create an account at this time, or log in with an account that they have, or if they want to create a new account with the username, email, password, and confirm password, all of those things. So checking out as guest is like that silent mode. So again, this is one of those things that registration it's no longer really valid. Tax. Right now the standard, the rule is, or the law is, that you need to charge tax if it's shipping within your state of your business. So for example, based on shipping address would be the standard setting. You can change based on vendor address, and so then if you add a tax on your state as a vendor, it would charge that tax to anybody, no matter who was buying it or where it was being shipped to. But right now the law is based on shipping address. This is the current law. I foresee it changing, but I don't know when. There's quite a few things still yet to be figured out. The next tab is the Features tab. And from here, you have all kinds of different options. One is you can enable or disable coupon usage. And that's coupon usage, again, I think we just went through that recently, but I'm going to go ahead and log in here during checkout with just to save time, with my Play account. And here you'll go step through the process, and I'm going to go ahead and just save as billing and all that, and keep going through it. Here you'll see coupon or gift card code. You actually have the ability to disable coupon usage completely, hitting save. Now go to the front and we'll go through that checkout process again. Let's go to your cart. Save and continue. You see in the next option, the gift coupon code is not there, so that way they're not expecting to have some gift coupon or anything like that. That's an option that you can turn on and off within the shopping cart under Features. Go ahead and turn that guy back on. You can also turn on and enable customer review and rating, which allows customers to rate or review a product on the product details page. Customers can leave bank account data. Most shopping carts, or most of retailers, will not want this. Some the wholesalers will actually want this. This allows a retailer to actually keep bank account data on their, with their account, so they can pay directly from their bank account. It also is needed if they're going to be using e-checks. So if somebody wants to pay using a electronic check as a retailer, again, this is more aligned for those wholesaler types or those special shopping carts that are more geared towards account type basis. Customers can select a state and region. Yes, this is should always be checked, unless of course you're not selling products that are requiring shipping or anything of that nature. Must agree to terms of service. Terms of service, we'll go those in a bit, but there is actually a place to add in your terms of service, and this is during checkout where they have to agree to the terms of service to actually complete the checkout. You can turn that on, and this is on an account based, or if it's on every order, meaning it doesn't matter if they've had an account and they've agreed to these terms of service on previous orders. They have to agree to it every time they order. You can put in a short note about your returns policy. And this is where you can put in your returns policy, and this will get appended to the order that gets sent to them, or they can also view it during checkout. Also, you can choose something that's a larger one that gets added on to the order itself. And if you go through the checkout process on this cart, and let's go ahead and do, and say January 1st, 2013, name on card, it's a Visa, hit continue. You'll see now that you get to the confirmation page, and you can see that the returns policy is down here at the bottom, or if you click on this link, it actually displays this returns policy here, which these guys are actually content items on your page. So you can manage your larger return policy all you want to, and that's actually explained how to manage content on your website in another session 2, training session 2. So I'm not going to get into details on that, but again, that's the return policy options that you have. Next one here, and we'll get onto terms of service in the next feature. Here we have the core settings. This here, check stock, means that you are checking your inventory to actually let people buy your products. If you're not checking inventory, meaning that any product on your website, whether it has a stock number or not, you're going to allow them to purchase it, you would uncheck this, and so that way all products will be displayed and be offered up for purchase. Checking this box then makes it so that you're checking inventory, so products that are out of stock you will not be able to purchase. And in this situation, if you check this box, it'll actually show products that are out of stock. If this check is unchecked, it will not show products that are out of stock. This is one of those debatable things that you can do. A lot of times it just keeps people from finding products that are out of stock on your website. And if you have a lot of products out of stock on your website, then you might want to uncheck that. If the products you have on your website are on a constant, yes, I usually get those in within a few weeks, I would recommend keeping that displayed, and I'll show you why in just a bit. The out of stock threshold. This is a handy thing. So say, for example, if I have 2 in my store on my website, I want them to be out of stock just because maybe my inventory is not as good as it should be, or maybe during fourth quarter it's hard to determine if I really have those 2 items in stock. They go out and in so fast, and maybe my updating of my inventory on my website's not as fast as I'd like it. It doesn't happen as often and as fast as I'd like it. Order mail format. Default is HTML mail, and I would recommend just leaving it this way for now because most everybody accepts HTML mail in all the programs. The secret encode key is something that you can set, but be warned that this is something for security reasons. It's good to change every so often, but you should only change it if you've processed all of your orders, because what this does, it actually makes it so that information about the orders will be non-readable unless you change this encode key back. It's one of those things you kind of set up once, and we typically set it up for you beforehand. But if, say, down the road you want for security reasons to change the encode key, you can do that from here. So again, let's quickly, since we're talking about stock checking, let's say check stock and show products out of stock, and any products that have 2 or less, they're considered to be out of stock. So let's go ahead and save this now, and I'll show you how that works. Let's set this product, Fireball Cap, to 2 inventory. Hit save. Go to the front end. Let's go back to Fireball Cap, and you'll see that one, it is displaying, but it is temporarily out of stock. Now what will happen is if they hit buy it, what's going to give you is it's going to say it's no longer in stock. Enter in your email address and say notify me. Now what this will do is this will send an email to you letting them know that they want it, but it'll also store it in the system. So when you get this product back in stock, an automatic email will be generated and sent to them saying, hey, this product's back in stock, here's a link to go buy it. So it kind of helps, you know, people that are looking for that product, and then if it's going to be come back in stock, they want to be notified about that. So again, if we come back to the core, set this to 0. Remember that yo-yo, we actually set it to be out of stock, or set the value to be 2 in the inventory. See, we have 2 in stock. Now if we go to this product, go step back, you'll see that it's currently in stock, but that's that threshold. It allows you to set a threshold, kind of a safety feature for there. Let's go to the next tab called Messages. Messages, let's go to the cart checkout so we can see what we're talking about here. In the cart, you have steps through each one of these. The cart being the first step. Notice here's the message. Step cart. Step 2 or step 1 is the next one, which is the shipping address. So if we were checking out, we go checkout. We're already logged in. This is the address, or build to the address information. You could put a message in here that says, hello, shopper. Any message here. So maybe, for example, you want to notify them that orders cannot be guaranteed after a certain date during the 4th quarter holidays. Letting them know that at this date there's no guarantee that the products will arrive to your house by such and such date for Christmas shopping. So you'll put in a message, hit the checkbox, hit save. For us to see it, we actually need to go back to your cart and go through the checkout process again. Already currently logged in, and here we are. Say hello shopper. Again, giving you more control over the messages that you want to create, or if you're needing messages to create them here and the different checkout steps. I'm not going to go through each one to show you how they work, but you'll see step 1, step 2, ship method, step 3, payment method, step 4, the complete order, and the last one being thank you, the final page that confirms that, hey, you've ordered this. There you go. Path URL. Should not have to do anything with this. We pretty much manage this for you, but if there is a situation, we can help you with this or tell you to do this. But again, debug, this is for us. We turn this on when we can. If there's an issue with your site and we need to see debugging messages and notes, we'll turn those on. We recommend that you leave these off. Site global configuration. This is where you can say display. You can show page and navigation of each top page of the browse, and I'll show you what that is. Hit save. Let's go to a browse page. Let's go to active play, and you'll see now you've got the ability to show navigation. Let me change this down to 10. There we go. Now you'll see that there's navigation at the top. If that was unchecked, let's go back and uncheck it. Let's go to next. It's going to be gone now. There, it's gone. So again, just another option giving you more flexibility as to what you want to display or use or show for your shoppers. Show all manufacturers regardless of stock checking. This has to do with the brand landing page or the brand drop down. All of these guys here are all your brands or manufacturers that you have on your website. Now, if you have no products available for this brand or manufacturer, they will not display here. So, for example, let's go back to that product yo-yo. Let's set it to 0 and hit save. And let's go back to our brands landing page. And you'll see Yomega is up here at the top because earlier in our training session I made it a featured guy and put it at the top. Hit reload, and it's going to go. It's going to stay there. So because we have it set. Let's see. No, maybe I have more Yomega here in stock. Let's find out. But this basically allows us, oh, because it's a featured, it's staying at the top. That's why, I'm sorry. It's going to stay there because it's a featured, even though it will not have any products. Oh, gosh darn it. Again, sorry. It's also part of this, go to Global Core, do not show products out of stock. That's another setting as well. So now if we go to the front end, go to Brands, Yomega will not display. See? Because we're not wanting to show products that are out of stock. Another setting. Keep going through this here. Site, display, show number of products in stock. Hit that, save. This is for your categories. So on the left here, if I hit refresh or whatever, it's going to show how many products are in stock on each brand or category. So again, shop online, go to the categories. You'll see that it shows there's 15 of these guys. There's items in each one of these categories. So only one item in the games category. You'll see that there are multiple items in the games categories. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, 11, not 1, 11 items in the games category. Sorry, my bad. But that's what that is for. Let's go to the next. Let's go ahead and turn that guy off. This is to set up how many products you want to show in a row, as well as we have browse templates that you can choose and change. I'm not going to go too much in this guy here because we go through that in another video. And how many number of subcategories in a row to display. Images. This sets up the thumbnail size and width that you want to display for your thumbnails, as well as the mid-size images. And what we mean by that is, if we go to a category, a browse category, you'll see all of these here. These are the thumbnails. Now, if you go to the product details page, these are the mid-sized. Of course, the large is whatever the large is. Then these are standard 500 by 500 that fit in here. But here you can change those settings. You should definitely confer with us before you do this, because the design of the browse pages may have been done specifically for your site. The no image, meaning if there's no image, this is the definition of the no image GIF. We can set up custom ones for you. So that's another option. Browsing. Here you go. This is the default ordering. Like say, for example, I want my ordering on my browse pages to be by name by default. Right now it was SKU, so we'd use SKU for the ordering. If I go back to browse, it's going to order these guys out by name. So you'll see that it's in alphabetical order. That's the default guy here. So if we go back here, site, browsing, can also turn on sort products by ranking value, as well as that we'll deal with in just a little bit. That's a little bit later, but that you can turn on, and that's where you rank a value by ordering, and it will display at the top whether it'll be like an override based off of this. Like if I gave a ranking value of 1,000 to a product, even though its name started with Z, it would show up here at the top. And I'm going to show you that quickly. So let me go to Edit, the yo-yo. Let's change the ordering, search ranking, to 1,000. Hit save. Let's go to that category, which is active play. And, oops, got to go turn this back on. Default. There we go. Hit save. Active play. Need to do a refresh actually because we were just doing it by name. Or where did, oh, that yo-yo's out of stock. Sorry. Gosh. Save. There we go. Now let's go to active play. Our system works too good. There it is at the top, even though it's ordered by something else, name or whatever. Now it'll change it back to name. So the first time you hit that category, that's what it's for. So again, jump here, browsing, and ranking, search, relevance, hit save. So this is more of a, when you first land on that category, active play, it's going to use the ordering relevance of what you've done to be at the top. Okay. Go back to browsing. Now let's go to searching. Also at the top, in the next one here, searching, you'll see that at the top of every browse page, you have this filter area, which we call kind of the gift search filter, where you can search for products and sort them by a certain, relevance or price, name, latest products, what are the newest ones they display first. You can also then do sort by, I only see the boy toys, I want to see ages from such and such within this category. You can say show all. This is what we call the gift finder, or also known as the filter box. So up here at the top, you can turn off the filter box and hit save. So on the front end of the browse, we'll hit reload again. You'll see now that it's gone. There is no filter box at the top, giving you more of an ability to, one, push your products up higher, but turn off that filter box because maybe you don't have a lot of the data there for those products to allow them to filter. So let's go back to site, searching. Also, price ranges. We have a few different options where you can set up your price ranges to shop by. So for example, 10 to 25, you can add more price ranges. So say from 50 to 100, and then over 100 would be the other value. Let's go ahead and turn this guy back on so you can see that. Also, in that filter area, now that we've enabled it, you can say which filters you want to allow to sort by. So gender, let's go ahead and leave price on there to show there. Turn off fundamentals because maybe you don't have many fundamentals. And the default ordering is going to be name, and it's going to be available sort by. These are the different ones you can sort by. Let's go ahead and leave all those on. We'll go to the front end now, hit reload on this category, which is active play. You'll see the filter box is there, as well as if we do price, there's that new price that I said, 50 to 100 and over 100. Again, another place for you to reset all of these guys. There we go. Show all products, and again you can use the price, say under $10. There it is. Anything under $10 is now displaying. Hide these options. And that's it for site. Shipping tab is where you can turn on your shipping, which we did go through this already, but you could actually turn on the different shipping options that you want. Say you want to offer local delivery, turn that on here, hit save, and that would have local delivery. And that's for the checkout and also the shipping estimator on the product details page down below. So these are all the different shipping options that you can have for the estimator. If I turned on local delivery, hit save, hit reload here, you'll see now that there's, as well as local pickup, there's local delivery options. Okay. Also within shipping, you can choose to calculate on the carts, the shipping calculators that use cart totals. You can calculate or choose what to look at to calculate those shipping, the costs or the totals for those shipping calculators. You can say, we already went over this in shipping, but just want to make sure this is where it's found. Downloads, to be honest, nobody's doing downloads anymore with us, but this is for digital download, like media files or whatever. I think we're actually going to be getting rid of this since no one's using it, and it's become kind of a pain to try to keep up with managing it. So if something's not being used, we're going to be getting rid of it. That's it for configuration of your shopping cart. Go ahead and step to the next video of this training session 1 shopping cart, and we'll just keep going.